films because he takes a move. He steps to his right, give a little angle.
Another right-hand lead lands for Douglas. At punch stat computations, 22 punches to 8. Round
very hard right hand by Douglas.
Tyson turned things around against Frank Bruno. Right hand by Douglas lands again. Another right hand, and now Tyson seems to be wobbled. Well, there's just no question which is the more confident fighter now. You see how easily Douglas is dominating the action inside. Right to the body, he tries the uppercut again and misses. Douglas comes back with a left and a right. Shades of Ray Leonard against Tommy Hearns. Douglas coming back with a left and right. Tyson is wobbling. Tyson needs the ropes for support. Douglas wailing away. Without the ropes, Mike would have gone down.
Here he's against the ropes. I've never seen.
And there's a right hand uppercut, and down goes Douglas. As suddenly as that.
Mike Tyson arrived in Tokyo as the heavyweight world champion who had never experienced defeat in his professional career. From the opening bell, Tyson looked nothing like the champion the world had come to expect. His physical condition was not as sharp as usual, his movement was not as fast as the public had come to know, and the explosiveness of his attacks was far from his best form on the fighting floor.
And the left jab, he landed twice.
See, Mike has to be careful also because Mike's standing in front of him too.
Couple of right hands by Douglas. Tyson landing the jab again.
In fact, he's doing a pretty good job here.
Another right hand lead by Douglas, and Tyson lands the left hook.
Films because he takes a move. He steps to his right, give a little angle.
Douglas giving as good as he gets inside right there. He outlanded Tyson by punch stat computations, 22 punches to 8. Round
very hard right hand by Douglas inside.
Another right hand lead lands for Douglas.
The fact that Douglas is getting Mike Tyson to reach in. When you reach in, that's what happens. Another good right hand and a good right uppercut.
One pattern became impossible to ignore. Tyson was losing the battle of the jab. Tyson lost the jab battle in almost every round, something that was extremely rare throughout the peak of his career. James "Buster" Douglas understood that the jab was not merely a weapon to score points. He used it to stop Tyson's peekaboo style before the champion could enter his punching range.
Near the middle of the chest. Douglas with another right hand to the top of Tyson's head. It was extremely close to his mother. Right hand by Douglas right on Tyson's chin.
Yes. Good left hook.
Douglas again with a left and a right. And now Tyson lands a right hand and backs Buster up, but here he comes.
Mike throws punches. Mike is dropping his hands, which is very dangerous.
Very calm in the Douglas corner. He's thrown 114 jabs in the bout, and by punch stat computations, he has landed almost half of it. Extremely effective working behind the left jab. Buster Douglas. Now Tyson lands a jab. Tyson turned things around against Frank Bruno. Right hand by Douglas lands again.
There's that right hand again. It's going to happen every time.
Tyson's problems did not occur only on the fighting floor. In his corner, the team led by Aaron Snowell made a mistake that would later be remembered as one of the greatest corner failures in boxing history. They forgot to bring an inswell, a cold metal tool commonly used to reduce swelling on a fighter's face. Without it, they were forced to fill a latex glove with ice and press it against Tyson's left eye. The improvised method failed to stop the swelling from getting worse, causing Tyson's vision to become increasingly impaired from round to round.
The news is Buster Douglas always fights his best against the best opponents. This is even better news than that from his point of view. And he has swelled up Mike Tyson's eye and is dominating the fight right now.
If anything, his dominance is increasing.
Again, the lead-off rights, I'm very surprised they are landing like they are.
And another right hand uppercut by Tyson.
And that becomes a fact, especially for the very first time.
And the champion looks frustrated.
The crowd would be in an uproar right now.
Here they are eerily silent. punch count statistics, Tyson is averaging only 23 punches a round. Another solid straight left jab.
His legs, which means there's a lot of life to his legs.
Buster Douglas, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Asking some questions of Tyson that Tyson hasn't been asked before. In the second half,
The 8th round produced the most controversial moment of the entire fight. Referee Octavio Meyran administered the count inside the ring, while the timekeeper at ringside, Tsuyoshi Yasukochi, was also counting separately. This was where the discrepancy that would become the subject of debate for many years appeared. There was a gap of about 2 seconds between Meyran's count and Yasukochi's count, leading many people to believe that Douglas received a long count. That difference was what sparked the major controversy after the fight ended.
He's always been an initiator. Here he's against the ropes. I've never seen.
And there's a right hand uppercut, and down goes Douglas. As suddenly as that.
can he beat the count?
He got a little overconfident. Got a little loosey-goosey. Still wobbly. Let's see what Mike can do to finish. And the bell ends to save Buster Douglas at the end of round 8.
Well, Tyson needed something like that desperately, and like a real champion, he came through with it.
He was out on his feet as the bell sounded.
And Tyson is trying to find out immediately if his head is clear.
This is when Douglas should really do a great deal of clinch of tying his head and trying to clear his head.
Hey, don't do that. Left hand lands by Tyson. Right to the body, he tries the uppercut again and misses. Douglas comes back with a left and a right. Solid right cross. Douglas wobbled again. Shades of Ray Leonard against Tommy Hearns. Douglas coming back with a left and right. Tyson is wobbling. Tyson needs the ropes for support. Douglas wailing away. Without the ropes, Mike would have gone down. Plenty of time left in the round. Both fighters weary from the pitched battle. Mike Tyson was on the verge of going down. And again the champion wobbles back to the ropes. Solid right hand by Douglas. The most
Douglas responded in the best way possible. The knockdown changed nothing. Entering the 10th round, he put together one of the greatest finishing combinations in heavyweight history. It all began with 5 consecutive jabs that kept forcing Tyson onto the defensive. Douglas then landed a right uppercut that lifted Tyson's head, followed by a left hook, a right hand, and finally a left hook that served as the finishing punch. As Tyson collapsed onto the fighting floor, his mouthpiece was knocked out by the force of the combination.
Taking the punches.
Oh, what a right hand by Tyson to begin the 10th round. He's been a whole different person than the one every boxing expert expected to see here.
It appears that Tyson is virtually a one-eyed fighter at this point.
A desperate one-eyed fighter. Brawling willingly just to try to get in the shot that will finish things in.
Oh, the uppercut.
What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson.
What happened next became one of the most iconic moments in boxing history. Tyson, still in a dazed condition, did not immediately try to get back to his feet. Instead, he picked up his mouthpiece and then bit down on it. A few moments later, Tyson realized that he had already reacted too late to the referee's count.
This makes Cinderella look like a sad story, what Buster Douglas has done here tonight.
Let's go ahead and call it the biggest upset in the history of heavyweight championship fights. Say it now, gentlemen. James Buster Douglas, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. James Buster Douglas, 29 years old, Columbus, Ohio, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Well, if you're a sports fan, you know you've seen...
Behind all the controversy, James Buster Douglas left behind a lesson that was far more valuable than simply winning the world championship belts. He provided the first blueprint for how to defeat Mike Tyson. A relentless jab, footwork to the left to move off the line of attack, clinching every time Tyson managed to get inside, and the composure to stick to the game plan even after being knocked down became the combination that brought down the most feared fighter in the world.